No,
It's called Rain.
it's pink.
It's pink. I know this is called Carnival Candy, which is cotton candy. I don't know why you'd call it Carnival. It looks a lot like the Bangs. It tastes kind of like a Bang. It even has like, electrolytes, BCA, aminos, coenzyme Q10. Yeah, probably trace amounts. It's sugar-free and mostly pretty much carb-free, so that's why, it was on sale, so I tried it. It's, I don't know, it's interesting. It tastes a lot like a Bang, too, though, so I don't know if they tried to start like a second company or something. It looks like one, it tastes like one. I don't know why you wouldn't just call it another Bang. Maybe it's a totally different company, I don't know. Let's see, manufactured by Rain Beverage Company, Los Angeles, blah, 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 blah. 300 milligrams of caffeine. That's a lot. All right, are we live? I want to double check this. But I don't know. Do you really drink energy drinks?
Rockstar if I do.
Rockstar.
I know a guy.
But I don't. All right, hang on. I gotta mute that. Okay. Hey, something's in the way. There we go. How's it going, Brian? So we're live. Moto Monday, number 103. Joe, did you ever think we'd make it to this many podcasts?
No, sir.
No. But we did.
Guess as long as I show up, we'll keep going.
Yeah, you are Mr. Consistent. We were just talking about that, actually. You are Mr. Consistent for this podcast, and I appreciate that. We've made it to 103, and we're still not good with audio or video or any of the above, but we continue to grow, and we've had a lot of fun. We've had some pretty fire guests. And what are you drinking right now, Joe?
Guinness.
That is a different bottle, though.
Yeah, it's just a different sticker. I'm still looking for a sponsorship, though.
All right, so intern Joe is drinking his Guinness. I am drinking one of these Rain energy drinks, which, I don't know, it's okay. It's probably a little late, but whatever. So we have a couple call-ins for the night. We are going to talk to, first, Bob McCallister. And after that, we're going to call Eric Waunch, both pit bike guys, since it is right after the Northwest Mini Bike National. I figured it'd be fun to talk to some pit bike guys.
I'll let you talk about pit bikes tonight.
This time, can we talk about pit bikes? Okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to yell at me for talking about pit bikes on this one?
Nope.
All right. Well, that's appreciated. So, first off, we're going to talk to Bob.
Did he buy your bike yet?
Bob has not bought my bike yet.
Do you still
We're
have
working
it?
on it.
You still have it? You still have
The
that one?
BBR 50?
Yeah.
Yes, I still have the BBR 50. And yes, I still want Bob to buy it. Actually, I'd really like him to trade me for that 70 because I've always wanted a CRF 70 chassis with 10-inch wheels, and that's what he has. Just so happens it's also one of 12 bikes ever built by Rig with a CRF 70 aluminum frame. One of 12. Bob owns 2. So, hey, you got 2, bro. Sell one to me.
So 1.6, so he's about 17-18%.
That's insane for one guy in Portland, Oregon to own that percentage of the aluminum frame CRF 70s in the world ever. BBR never made a CRF 70 frame. The only people who ever did was Rig, because they believed a CRF 70 was a better bike than the KLX 110, because a Honda 50 engine and a KLX 110 engine, you can both pump them up, you can both bore them out and make them big, all that blah blah blah. A KLX 110 engine is 20 pounds heavier. Now, I would argue they are more durable. There's something going on there making them more durable. However, Rig was like, nah, if you want to really go, use a CRF 70. They're very unique for that. So they made 70 parts. They did not make KLX 110 parts. So we're going to call Bob here in just a moment to talk about that, and then we're going to call Eric Waunch. We're going to try out a new little system. Hopefully this works out for phone calls. Let's see here. Bob McCallister is the guy with that CRF 70, and since this is kind of going to be a pit bike themed episode, I finally get one.
You do.
I finally get one.
You win. You got to run a whole event to get your own episode.
Yeah, I had to run an entire event to get an episode where I could talk about pit bikes. And I get it. First off, we're going to talk to one of the most psychotic, insane pit bike fanatics in the Northwest, one of my good friends, Bob McCallister. The guy is over 50 years old, has one of the most impressive pit bike collections you'll ever see. And he's the guy who goes out there to all these different events, shows up with some of the sickest pit bikes, goes out, has a blast. And he did something super cool at the Mini Bike National this weekend. A kid he was racing on the same gate as the youth class. He was racing the Mod 50 class which was on the same gate as the under 13 youth. And a kid crashed. He stopped, put his bike down, ran over, helped him on his bike, and then followed the kids for the rest of the moto. This is super cool. So we're going to call Bob first. Bob is 58 years old. Bob, I don't have a 60 plus class for you. I'm sorry, but we're going to call you right now. Hopefully the new Bluetooth system works. And we'll chat some pit bikes.
What up?
Bob, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, hang on. Can we bring up Bob's volume a little bit on here? All right,
Okay.
Bob, we're testing out a new system. Can you say something?
You're a little echoey on the listening end, but how do I sound on that end?
You sound okay. A little quiet.
That's all the way up.
It's all the way up. How
Here,
do
let me do this. I'll take off the speakerphone. Is that better?
No, you just got quieter.
Okay, great.
Why is he quiet, Joe? This was supposed to work. We're going to talk to pit bikes. We're going to talk pit bikes with you regardless. We're just trying to figure out the new system here. Hey, Joe, try the other plug real quick. Just move it over to the next one over. No, I meant like instead of bottom, try the top one. See if that works. All right, Bob, can you still hear me? You know what? That literally got worse. All right. So we're going to do this. Hang on, Bob.
Okay.
Keep talking.
No. Hang on. All right, Bob, are you there?
Justin. Okay.
All right, we're just going to do the old school way and put you on speakerphone.
Okay, there you go. That sounds better. At least I can hear you better.
I don't know what was going on. That worked. We did some tests. It worked great earlier, but oh well. So Bob,
You know, I don't do electronics very well.
well, we were talking about. Well, we're not that great either, to be honest. But we'll just do it this way for now. So we were talking about how you have this Rig CRF 70 frame. Well, you got two of them, and so you got 2 of the 12 ever built.
Yes.
Why?
I thought it looked cool, is why I bought the first one. And then I found out what it was, because I didn't know what it was. Found out how cool it was, and found out that my original frame has a crack in it. And so instead of riding it and ruining it, I made it my show bike. That's the one I spent 40 hours polishing and buffing and fluffing the frame, and yeah. When you wet sand down to 2,000 grit before you polish, you know, one of those things.
So you got one as your show bike and one bike that you're actually riding.
Yes, and I just got this one to ride.
So now the question is, when are you going to buy my BBR 50?
Well, I got to work a lot longer to get that.
So we just had the mini bike national, dude. How did it go for you?
Yes. Good.
Good.
I decided that since I was in such great shape, because I've ridden like, what, 2-3 times this year, it was time to run 4 classes with 4 different bikes.
That's a lot of classes. And what did you say? You're 58 years old?
Yes.
Are you the oldest pit biker? I'm sorry. I'm just curious here.
Every pit bike race, I raise my hand for the 55 plus class, and no one else does. So I'm an automatic winner, I think.
Hey, I made a geezer class this year. All right, I made a geezer class.
I know. Except you let Dwayne Brown in the damn thing.
Did Dwayne beat you?
Yes, he did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But then he didn't race the second time. The second moto, he was tired. So.
Oh, so did you get the championship? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, I should have got 2 mugs, dang it. One for the 50 mod, one for the geezer class.
Well, why didn't you come get your mug?
Well, I totally spaced on that.
Well, I'm sure I can get you a mug. I'm actually, as you can see on the podcast, even though we're using our poor quality camera and everything, but I got 2 mugs myself.
I saw that.
Yes, you know what? The stock 50 class, there was only a handful of us. I'll take it, but
that's right.
The 110 mod class, the fact that I won that on a 72 SL70, I'm kind of proud of that one.
That was a good one. That was a good race, definitely.
I kind of had to work on that for that one. Like that didn't come easy. That's stupid.
Well, luckily the pipe fell off so you could go faster.
Oh yeah, actually, I almost ran better in the second moto because the freaking muffler fell right off, popped out of the rivets, and I did the whole moto with no muffler, so that was fun.
Yeah, no problem. Sounded like a race bike.
It sounded like a race bike. Oh, you want one of those. I know you want an SL70.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have a rig that's pretty scary.
Dude, I like your rig, though. I like that rig 70.
It's pretty fun to ride.
Dude, that bike is pretty cool. So we've had you on here before, and I've called you before, but why do you ride pit bikes? Bob, tell us. Why do you ride pit bikes?
They're fun. They're just fun. I mean, they're low enough to the ground if you fall over. I mean, you were talking when you called. You were talking about my get off and help the kid that I knocked down. It was easy to step off and run back and help the kid.
Yeah, but still, I mean, there's a lot of people who've never even tried it, and there's some people that still like, why do you ride those little bikes? Like, I don't think they understand how much fun it is to ride one of these things.
I always like the ads that say, my kid has outgrown the bike.
They don't get it. It's seriously a blast. And the pit bike community, I feel, is a lot like the vintage bike community. Like, they're just there to have a good time. There's no guarantee that the bike will last both motos. You're hoping for the best, you know, and you just go out and you have fun, man. And some people don't get it. It's like, you just need to try it. That's
right. I mean, this year I took 4 bikes. All 4 of them stayed together the whole time. Didn't blow one up. Although my headlight came off in the night race.
Oh.
So I only made 3 laps.
Oh, well, I wondered why you only did 3.
Yeah, the bracket bolt stripped out of the triple clamp.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people did not finish. Even the returning champ, Brett Davis, he went out and he got a huge lead the first couple laps, but he had two lights. He had his headlight, and then he had a little tiny helmet light. He lost his headlight.
That's right. It fell off his fender.
So he ended up having to settle for like a third.
Yeah.
But, that's night racing.
Night course was a little brutal out in the woods.
Sorry?
The night course was a little brutal out in the woods.
Yeah, and I built it, so everyone who went out and raced that, I apologize, but I had some fun making that.
Is there any naked guys out there?
No, we did not have any naked guys this year. Last year, there was a naked guy in the woods. No. This time, no naked guys.
That's a win.
That's a win. I'll take it as a win.
Of course, if there was a naked guy, it was pretty dusty, and you probably couldn't have seen him anyhow.
Hey, you guys are champs. Can we appreciate the three-wheeler guy too?
Oh yeah.
Not only did he
The
go,
three-wheeler and the four-wheeler guy.
well, yeah, he broke his three-wheeler hucking that double, and then brought a backup four-wheeler and did the GP on a four-wheeler and won the 10-inch class.
There you go.
Zach Johnson is a madman. Like, to even try that double that he was sending on an ATC 70 is just crazy. It was. He should not have went for that. I mean, he should not have went for that double.
Probably not. No.
I brought 5 pit bikes. The only bike that I hit that double on was at my TTR 125.
Oh, there you go.
And every other bike I had, I was like, nope. And he did it on a bike with no suspension, and it was a three-wheeler.
Yeah, which is nuts.
It's nuts. The guy's a madman.
Yeah, I'm just old enough that I know that my bike will make the triple, double, whatever you put out there, my bikes will make it. The rider will not, because he's got to go to work on Monday.
Dude, I'm just barely past 30, and I'm right with you. Like, I have to work on Monday, man. Yeah, seriously. Eesh.
I'm still a little sore. Sort of rested yesterday, didn't do a lot, you know. Of course, I also thought about, I probably did, what I ended up doing? 60 laps or something? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a lot of laps at Riverdale, man.
Yes, it is.
So, you're 58 years young. How long are you going to keep riding pit bikes?
So I can't walk, or someone can at least put me on the bike and I keep going.
I like that, man. I like that. So at 60, you think you're still gonna be riding pit bikes?
Of course.
Now, do you think this is good or bad for your health?
It's great for my health.
And why is that?
It keeps you moving. If you quit moving, there's a problem. That's when you get, old.
Dude, I agree. You stop moving, you kind of sit around. That's when you get old.
Yeah.
That's when you get old.
At work, I'm working on it's about 26 floors, and I take the stairs anytime I can.
There's a lot to be said about momentum, like a ball moving at
a rolling rock or whatever it is gathers no moss. Or something like that.
Yeah, a rolling rock.
Rolling stone, I think it is.
Yeah, gathers no moss. You keep your momentum going. You always keep moving forward. You're not going to get a lot of moss on you.
That's right.
Yeah, and hey, you know what? I haven't taken you out for a couple of years either.
No, you haven't. I'm just not sure. I guess we've been in the same class the last couple of years. But yeah, you haven't on purpose taken me out.
For people who don't know, me and Bob raced a pit bike race a couple of years ago, and he was in the qualifying position. He was in the lead. I kind of had to move him out of the way.
Yeah, take the front wheel out, knock the old guy down, and keep on going.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to. My bike had drum brakes. All right.
Yes.
I came in a little hot and couldn't stop.
Yeah.
I think I got you a set of plastics afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, my bad.
That's all right.
We're gonna actually talk to Eric Waunch next. He got all the pro money, man.
I know.
I feel like he should just appreciate that me and Carson didn't race against him.
That's true. Carson sort of gave everybody a chance this year.
Yeah, nobody touched Carson Brown last year. Like, it wasn't even a race.
No.
I was telling everyone I'm gunning for him, and we both brought our stock 50s last year. They both broke, so we had to race just the pro class against each other. I think I saw him for 2 corners.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, bye, Carson.
Carson doesn't slow down for corners or straights or jumps or anything else.
No, he doesn't even need brakes on his bike. He does not slow down.
I think the only way you're going to keep up with Carson is you get a stock 50, let him ride that, and you ride a 110, modded, heavily modded 110.
Thanks, Bob. Hey, we can all have goals, right?
That's right.
You know what? I'm still happy. I did not race the pro class. I still raced a couple classes though. I still got some W's. So I'm happy.
There you go.
I didn't have to deal with Carson or Waunch, and I got to see Eric Waunch get taken out.
True.
Yeah, I forget who did it. Somebody put him down though. That's a rare thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say overall good day. So how many
It was
classes?
a great day.
How many classes did you do? 4?
4 plus the night race. Unfortunately, you guys had me in class for Moto 2, 3, and 4.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, Bob.
Got to keep you moving. Your arthritis will kick in.
So I just staged my bikes right by the staging area against the fence with a bottle of water, and I'd run a moto, come back, take a swig of water, grab another bike, and go.
That's what you get for having so many bikes.
Yeah, Bob, that's what you get for bringing that many bikes and doing that many classes.
I know.
Yeah, just saying. Well, I honestly, dude, think you're an inspiration to a lot of people. I feel like there's a lot of people out there who just like, yeah, you know, I'm 35. It's time to quit riding bikes. It's time to be an adult and get the minivan, you know, and just take up something else like maybe RC cars or whatever. Dude,
forget that.
Dude, you're getting close to 60 here, and you're still sending it on pit bikes. You still go out there on your full-blown modded tilt to the hilt mini 50s, 110s, and you're going out and riding, and you're having a blast, and you're doing just fine out on the track too. So I think you're an inspiration, dude.
Well, I try. I figure that I need a handicap. That's why my bikes are not stock, even though I run a stock class. Because I figure I'm like, 20, 30 years older than most guys, so I need a handicap. Like golf, I need a handicap.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, yeah. I was going to say, I saw you in the stock class, and as your bike went by, like, yep, that's not stock.
That's my stalker, baby.
Dude, that is not a stalker. I was hearing that thing run.
The stock for anything I own is perfect.
I'm pretty sure I've ridden that bike before, and I'm pretty sure that was not stock.
Protest.
Reese rode it. I let Reese ride it. He hadn't ridden that one.
Dude,
he came back in one piece. He didn't die this time.
Good, because I watched him ride your 190 and flip over the bars.
Yeah, he crashed that one.
Oh, poor Reese.
He's crashed both the BBR bike, my mod, and he did not crash my stalker.
Your stalker. I like how you call that a stalker.
Yeah, it's got stock-looking forks and stock-looking rear and stock-size wheel, so it must be stock.
There's nothing that looks stock on that thing. Your stalker is basically what my full mod looked like last year. Dude, I had a +2 swing arm, KX60 forks, and a 155 V2. That was my mod.
Well, that's close.
Yeah, that's close. I think he still might have me beat. Jeez.
Well, you just have to add, 20 years to you, and you'll be all right for a handicap.
Oh, thanks. So, before I let you go, man, what was your favorite class of the day? You rode 4 classes and a night GP. Which one was your favorite?
Probably the 50.
Really?
With the rig. I just got the rig a couple weeks ago. He finally shipped it. I bought it about 4 or 5 months ago, and he finally shipped it from Ohio. So that's the second time I'd ridden it. First time was the other weekend at Mountain View, just to see if it ran.
Yes, and you let me ride it, and I appreciate it.
I got a question.
Yes.
Oh, Joe has a question for you.
Hey,
I
Bob,
appreciate it.
Bob, do you have monkey butt?
Joe wants to know if you have monkey butt.
No, I don't.
Whoa.
Or not.
No?
It's got a butt like a 14-year-old.
Really?
I make sure I have soft seats.
He can't hear me. 'Cause
Okay.
Tell him what I said.
Well, he said you must have the butt of a 14-year-old. We're trying to get Joe to go do I want to do like an hour and a half GP on that course in the daytime, like within the next week. And I'm trying to get Joe to go with us.
Oh, there you go. Come on, Joe. You can do it.
Thank you. Come on, Joe. You got this. I think you can do this.
Oh, man.
Actually, I need to get together with Joe, and he's got to teach me a few things and see if I can get my pit bikes to go faster.
Oh, get Joe to use his knowledge on how to build a 4-stroke. Okay. All right.
Or that, or just tell me how to ride better.
Dude, hit up Gagnon. Tom, he builds some wild stuff, dude. Or who was the old guy at BBR? Castro? Mike Castro?
Yeah, I think so.
Mike Castro, or if you go before him, Logan. If you could find Logan built, I have not seen that guy in almost 10 years. But he did some wild stuff. He was the first guy that I ever saw build a V-twin CRF50.
Oh, there you go.
First guy I ever saw do it. But there are some madmen in the small bore Honda engine building game.
Mm-hmm.
So they're out there. They're out there. If you can find Castro, that guy is solid. But I think he's all into street bikes now, the roundy rounds. So, but he built some good bikes. Just saying.
There you go.
Scott says I should do it on my quad. On my daughter's quad.
Wait, Joe, do you still have that little quad?
I got 2 90s.
Dude, you should do the
90s.
You should do the GP on your 90.
It's got a big soft
there you
seat.
go. Come on, Joe.
I think he should do it. I like it. All right, well, we're going to call Waunch here in just a minute, man. I appreciate you taking the time to call us. And like I said, I think you're an inspiration to a lot of people. I like that you're still going out, you're still having fun, and you're still mobbing the pit bikes. And I hope to see you with the next one, man.
Oh, yeah. I'll be there next year.
All right, well, we're going to have some stuff in the winter, too. I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, and we got to find someone with a couple backyard tracks. I need more practice.
Okay. Well, I know of a couple in Vancouver battleground area, but you're over in Portland. But if you want to make the trip, I know a couple places. I'm just saying, I know a couple places.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Because I've got to ride a whole bunch more because we got the 24-hour Starvation Ridge coming up. I'm going to Ironman that thing again on my 150. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to do it too because Ricky Bobby is running like a champ. She's slow as all get out, bone stock engine, but we're doing it.
That 14-year-old butt will come in handy.
Oh, no more 14-year-old butt stuff, Joe. Jeez.
You said butt stuff.
Oh, don't get me on that. All right.
That's what she said.
Wow, Joe. Okay, we got to go. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it, man. And we'll catch up here soon and do some more pit bike riding.
Thank you for putting on cool events.
Oh, of course, man. I'm having a good time with it. It's a lot of fun.
Right on. Don't stop.
Oh, no. No plans of stopping.
Right on.
All right, man. Well, you have a good one. We'll talk soon.
Peace out.
All right. Bye.
Take it easy.
Bye, Joe.
Later,
bye.
bro.
So this is what I get for not using my other phone. Next time, let's just use the other phone to plug it right in. I'm gonna have to do the old school. My arm's all tired from holding the phone up. So next, we're gonna talk to this year's 2019 champion. No, don't get into the
free
butt
points.
stuff.
That was free points. Your arm being tired. I'm not even gonna take them. Reese isn't here to keep track.
Joe, no.
You need to talk Jamie into going up to Riverdale with me Friday.
Does she want to count laps? She could take pictures and count laps as we go around the course. It's about a 6-minute lap time.
She's got a brand new camera.
Dude.
I think she needs practice.
Dude. Friday. Is this when we're doing this?
I think so.
I like it. Do you think we should get Bob in on it?
Sure.
In Zach Squatch?
The more the merrier.
And Ryder? Should we bring up Jared Steinke?
Yeah. He just joined.
He can ride my 50.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I like this. Next up, we're going to call the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who is the 2019 Northwest Mini Bike National Champion, taking home that #1 plate and $500 cash. Joe, are you leaving?
I'm taking a break.
Okay, I'll wait till you get back.
Okay. You can dial in.
Oh, okay. So we are going to call Mr. Waunch. Got to do this old school way. I try to use a Bluetooth setup, but apparently I have to use my other phone to make this work properly.
Hello there.
What's up, man?
Not much. Sitting down at Evergreen Motocross, putting a couple of tanks of water down on the track, getting ready for practice tomorrow.
Did I interrupt you watering the track?
Yes.
I'm sorry. But hey, you're on Moto Monday now.
I'm stoked. I had a phenomenal weekend on Saturday, and I'm stoked.
Yeah, you left with $500 cash, bro.
It went straight to the bar. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
It went to the diaper fund.
The diaper fund.
As my kids are, my son Wyatt is 2, and my daughter Camille's 5. They're climbing on the Dozer and Bobcat right now, raising hell like normal.
Well, yeah, we had no Carson Brown this year, and Eric Daning had bike problems, and you should all be thankful I didn't show up and take everybody out, because I have a freshly built 194 valve I was kind of itching to ride. But
I was wondering what happened to Danning on the second moto.
Well, he said that bike hasn't been started in a year, so he was having some issues with it.
Well, my bike, the CDI went out last year, and it sat in the shed until 2 months ago, and then I decided to work on it, and I've actually been riding it a fair amount lately. I put in some time on my pit bikes. I wanted to do good at this race, so I definitely put in some time.
Oh, nice. The 2 bikes I rode, I have 0 time on. That was the maiden voyage of both bikes.
And only one exhaust was laying on the track. I didn't see air filters. I didn't see a line of your parts laying on the track. You're pretty good.
You're funny, yes. I knew that muffler was going to go because it was sticking out to the side. It was a cheap China muffler that was like just tack welded on. So I knew it would eventually fall off. But hey, we made it through the day.
You took on the win? Like, whatever. Take it.
I won a gold star for winning that class on a 1972 SL70.
Oh, I know some feelings that were hurt, too.
Because that was one of the sketchiest bikes I have ridden. It's named Butt Wiggle for a reason. I mean, did you watch? There was a chick who's like, I want to try this out. Gina hopped on it, ripped down the straightaway, and you watch the rear end just dance side to side. Like, it's named Butt Wiggle for a reason.
I believe Cody Clark was kind of unhappy about that, too. Like, he commented that he got beat by you.
Well, yes, I had a little bit of horsepower on him, but he had the suspension on me. So it was a good race in the first moto. Me and him duked it out, and I finally got him on a straightaway. But his bike had suspension, swing arm, all that, but he has stock motor. I was the opposite. Right. I had probably the crappiest suspension there with a 160 YX head. So it was a good battle, but I did finally get him.
So I'm guessing that the parts,
yeah, it was good.
The parts that add that take away horsepower,
I
make sure they fall off.
Race, and that race was a freaking blast. I look forward to it every year. So it's like the one race that I really want to go to.
Dude, I'm trying to keep a pit bike race that has money and all that still a pit bike race, which pit bike racing is supposed to be fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't want it to ever, even though I'm throwing out a purse and all that, I don't want it to ever get away from what pit bike racing is supposed to be. It's a good time with a bunch of dudes riding kids' bikes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And I still go ride the 110 stock mod class. I built a bike like Friday morning. I put a cylinder on that bike, and that's a bike that I have more hours on than anything. But I ride that a lot, and I definitely couldn't wait for the stock mod class.
I almost entered too, just because I knew it'd be a huge turnout, but I don't know. Like, I haven't ridden a stock 15 years, so I did that, and then I had to ride Butt Wiggle, but I had my stock mod 110 with me. But
there's your stock 50. What motor is that? That thing sounds mean.
Well, that's because it has a Pro Circuit exhaust, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That's all it has. It's just an exhaust.
Wow.
I mean, it might be okay, it's actually a funny story. That is my 2009 Vegas Mini Moto stock 50 that was for 8 years lost, and I found it again.
That's cool.
So it's AMA legal ish, and it was kind of roach when I found it, but like after 8 years I found it again and bought it back. So it was kind of cool to go out and I'm pretty sure the frame is bent because it really likes to tug to the left. But other than that, dude, that thing's fun.
Yeah, I've got one a first version Super Pro frame. It's a blast. It's got some Red Baron forks on it. And it's got a good motor, but I ripped around my house quite a bit. It's a super fun bike, too. So
how many pit bikes do you own?
So, I've got piles of bikes. In the summertime, I teach kids summer camps, and I've got like 25 rental bikes. And then pit bike-wise, I don't know, 8 or 10 maybe. And I've got a pile of them. I stuck my better half on my other 110, and she got second in the women's class, Deanna. I'm looking at her right now. She's not weeding it right now. So, but I've got a pile of bikes.
You got a pile of bikes. So yeah, not counting all those rental bikes I know that you own, but you got around like 10 pit bikes.
Yeah, probably around 10.
Yeah.
And my TTR 125, I took it out in the first moto, and hold on just a second.
Joe, you need more pit bikes.
I got an idea for a shirt.
I have a
and I want
TTR
to
125 that I took out the first moto and got paddled by the BBR bikes, and I decided not to race the second moto. I was spun. I went back and puked my guts out. I back-to-back motos, and this old man couldn't hang.
There was an impressive showing of 150s out there.
I couldn't believe the bikes that Dwayne busted out. That was probably their big builds from how many years? Like, they got out the YV.
Oh, yeah.
TTR with all the plastic that was handmade.
The one-off TTR 125 with everything on it?
Yeah, that's a super true bike. And Ryan McLean, he was riding a good bike also. He dirtied me in a corner, got me, but what happened was he leave the inside line open. So it's all good.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there was a lot of people cheering because they're like, "Oh my gosh, Eric Waunch actually got taken out."
Oh, absolutely. I can take it like a man sometimes, but yeah, he definitely got me.
It's a rare thing to see.
It's all good. I've raced arena cross for years, and I know that many riders have one in their back pocket for me, and I know I've got some in my back pocket for other riders. So whatever, it's racing.
Oh yeah, and pit bikes, it's a good time, you know. You're gonna just see a lot of that, and I think that's why it's fun too. Is like it's one of the few times where you can just clean out your buddy and laugh about it afterwards.
You'd be surprised.
And some people get butthurt, but you know.
And last year, I got Devin Strong, and that poor kid, like he was leading the second moto, and I was like, he's good. I'll get second place. And he was flayed out on the ground. I was like, are you kidding me? I dirtied you last year, and now you're on the ground. And that poor kid took a beating.
Oh, he was going pretty good, too. He was clipping off some pretty fast laps. He was in the lead of the second moto of the money class. And like, oh, Devin's got this. He's going to get, 1-1. And then I guess he hit false neutral of that double. And it was nasty looking, just like full. I mean, I think he did 2 complete flips on the ground. I was like, oh, it was rough looking. It was the worst crash of the pit bike race.
Carson has a good video of it. Oh. And I cringed. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel his pain. And it was bad.
Yeah, that did not look pretty. Dude, these pit bikes are fun, but when things go wrong, they can hurt you. Because, I was riding, so I have a cracked hip from 2 weeks ago riding a freaking pit bike on that track. Throwing a chain and doing the similar kind of thing, just epically flipping over the bars. I wish someone had a GoPro because apparently I was doing a handstand for a while.
Oh, no.
So, pit bikes are fun, but when they bite, man, they will bite you.
Yeah, I broke my ankle back in 2006, like 2 weeks before we were to fly to Guam to do a school there, and I broke my ankle riding down an RMC on some BBR bikes, and yep, there was no racing for me in Guam. I was stuck in a cast.
Hey, they'll do it to you. So, dude, you've been riding pitters for a while. Why do you keep riding them?
They're fun. There's something I can hop in and take around the house on the track, and I've always liked riding pit bikes. I don't have a lot of time to race, but to have some good good pit bikes that rip, I like it. It's a lot of fun. I was asked years ago to ride like mini Moto and stuff, and I couldn't commit on doing big races. I just had too much on my plate. But I still love to go and rip pit bikes around.
I feel like a lot of people don't really get it as like, you gotta like just go try it. Just try it. It's kind of fun.
You know what the funnest thing is to get a bunch of your friends and sit around, barbecue, and go rip some pit bikes and have a good time. And the racing scene has really got away from having fun. And
yes.
I love to have a bunch of friends over, go with friends and rip some pit bikes around and, have fun, because this time of the year, I am so busy, and I seldom get time to just go and let loose.
Well, you just nailed it, dude. Like, people forget to have fun, and I don't understand it, because can you name one rider right now in the Northwest that'll ever make more than $35K a year racing motocross?
And you ask yourself that, and there's a lot of kids that are putting or even parents that are putting a lot into it, and they need to step back and bring the fun back into it, and their results will get a lot better. Like, they have so much pressure.
Well,
by the time that they're ready to turn pro and actually make some money, their kids are so burnt out, being junior riders, that they're done.
Yeah, they just get burnt out, and they go off and do something else. And I think if you want to really be successful, you have to keep having fun. But also, like, I understand being competitive. I know you're a very competitive person. I'm a very competitive person, but I ride dirt bikes because they're fun and I have a good time. Yeah. I don't know why people go out there and like, and you can just tell they're not there for a good time. You've been around this for a long time. The guys in the pits just taking it overly serious and this and that, and they don't get along with anyone. They just kind of pit it on their corner and they go out in their moto. Like, what are you doing this for? All right, cool. You got your win in the B class. Yay. Cool. Here's your trophy. Like, but you're like, did you come out and have a good time? No, well, it's not going to last. That ain't going to last.
Yeah,
totally. And that's what I like about some of these other, like, vintage racing, dude. I'm hooked. These guys literally are there just to have fun and pray to God that their bike lasts both motos. Kind of like pit bikes. Right. It's kind of like pit bikes, And I like it.
Yeah. It would be great to see some pit bikes, some barn racing. Like, I think Lancaster puts it on down in Oregon at Christmas time or something. Yeah. But I would love to see more like some home horse arenas, like some people to throw some pit bike racing. It would be super easy, and it would be a freaking blast.
I would love to see that. If people got some horse arenas that let us put some stuff in. Yeah, that stuff is fun. So I've done that Santa race a few times. Unfortunately, got shut down. But that was some fun times, dude. You get like 60 dudes in there, set up a bar in a couple arcade games, and race pit bikes in a barn in Santa suits. Dude, that's a good time on a dirt bike.
That's a freaking blast. Like, and having good times with your buddies, like, that is what motocross is about.
Yeah, that is what it's about. And I think people forget you're supposed to actually have fun on a bike. And Brett reminded me that there was a dude at that race. So you didn't stick around for the night GP, but there was a guy who was there for the drag race. And, they were camping out. I think it was their last drag event of the year. And this guy was like, what is this pit bike thing? And, talked to him for a couple minutes. He's like, you have a night GP? Oh, I can get some lights and blah, blah, blah. My buddy brought a KX65. Can I try it? Go for it, dude. Dude, he found a light system, grabbed a KX65 of one of his buddy's kids' bikes, and went out and did the night GP and had an absolute blast.
Wow.
Dude, like, yeah, and he was just lined up and he's like, I've never done this before. This is awesome. And
that's awesome.
Like, we got a convert. Yeah.
Yeah, that is super cool.
He just happened to be at the track for for a completely different event. He's a drag racer, and just grabbed a bike, grabbed a light, and he didn't even know this kind of, I don't even think he knew this was a thing or a sport, but he had a blast.
Wow.
That's what it's about.
So who all do you have in the house tonight?
So we don't have any in-house guests. We're just doing some few call-ins, pit bikes. We talked to Bob McCallister earlier. I think he was the oldest guy racing, 58. So we're just calling different guys that did the pit bike race.
Is Reese in there?
Reese is not here. He'll be here in just a little bit.
Oh, right on. Cool.
But I don't know. You want?
I didn't get a chance to get him in any corners or anything. I was the one that was on the ground to first moto a bunch. But I was wanting a piece of Reese and some tacos, but I snoozed and I lose.
Well, we might have to put together another pit bike race, and then you'll have full opportunity to take him out.
I'll bust out the stalker and go have a good time. That's for sure.
Well, he challenged me to a race. We're headed to Riverdale within the next week, and we got to make this happen. He challenged me his stock 110 and me on my stock 50, 5 laps.
That's awesome.
So I don't know what the bets are yet, but he's feeling pretty saucy. He thinks he's got it, but I think first corner he's going over the bars.
Nice. Poor guy.
It'll buff. He'll get over it.
How many riders or entries did you end up having?
You know, I have to go back and look. I don't remember exactly. It was a little less than last year, but I think we hit close to around like 160.
Cool. That's super awesome.
For a pit bike race, though, that is sick. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I think as of now, it still stands the biggest pit bike race on the West Coast.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I'm totally happy. It was rad to see a bunch of, because there's a lot of people. I only see them once a year just for this thing, you know?
Yeah. After driving the traffic through Tacoma, now I know why you don't see me once a year. It took me an extra hour driving, and my blood was boiling when I showed up. I was ready to race.
A couple people told me it was a little ridiculous.
Oh, it was ridiculous. I was ready to fire Inslee right there.
So am I going to see you at maybe a Monroe race or two this winter?
Yeah, I definitely do the arena cross up in Monroe. It's 20 minutes from my house, and I really like arena cross. So I'll definitely bust the pit bikes out for that.
Wait, Monroe's only 20 minutes for you?
Yeah.
Dude, it takes me like 4 hours to get there.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I think it took me 4 hours to get to Riverdale.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Well, I told everyone I would do at least one or two this winter. I had some fun last time I did it, so I'll come up and do some of those.
It's a good time.
Before I let you go, man, you want to throw in any plugs for what you're, maybe the track that you're working on right now or anything like that?
Evergreen Motocross out here at Evergreen Speedway. Myself and Deanna put our heart and soul into this place, and anybody that thinks they're going to become a millionaire running a motocross track, good luck. But
Get it
on a good day, it's a lot of fun and a good crowd. But definitely that EW Mech Schools. I have a week left of summer camps, and like today, I had a group of 10 kids at summer camp, and I am buried with work out there. And I'll give a plug to the local shops that sponsor us: W Motorsports, W Kawasaki, Premier Polaris in Monroe, Leonard Motoplex, and Ride Motorsports. Those shops stepped up and helped the track out, and really appreciate the sponsorship from those guys.
Right on. Well, one of these days I'll have to come check you out. Like I said, we're on opposite ends of the state, so
totally.
We don't overlap a ton. But I got to try out a few, so I'll try to make it up there. Yeah. But I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, man. I'll let you get back to work. We're about ready to shut this baby down before the after show. So maybe the next pit bike race, we'll see you out there. Maybe this time I'll bring my mod bike and have some fun.
And I'll have a bag waiting to pick up parts.
Hey, I've learned how to keep my carburetor on, all right? I'm making progress.
It's all good.
All right, Eric. Well, I appreciate it, man. Good job on the W, by the way, on Saturday, getting that win. And we'll catch up here with you soon, bro.
Thanks a lot. Awesome job on doing a killer race. I had a blast. I will definitely be back for them. Everyone can do like that. So it's a good time.
All right. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. So you have a good one, sir. And I will talk to you later.
All right. See you guys later.
All right. See you, man. Bye. Yeah, I know Eric was out watering Evergreen, and he literally just pulled over to take a break to call us. So I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you taking our call for Moto Monday. But yeah, a couple pit bike boys. This is a fun one for me. I get to talk pit bikes on Moto Monday.
Oh, the whole time.
The whole time. I'm happy right now.
No.
Yes.
No. This is my last word. No.
Okay, so Joe has a no button machine.
For pit bikes.
Is that the only reason you bought that?
Yep.
It's just for every time I talk about pit bikes, you can hit that and it says no.
Yeah. I had the ding bell, but this is a pit bike episode. So I have to take it.
Okay, fine.
That's what
We'll
she
have
said.
something totally different for next week, but for
Yeah.
this week, we get to talk pit bikes.
Pitters.
And looks like it's about 8 o'clock, so we can shut this baby down. We're going to start our after show here in just a little bit. But come on, Joe. There's only one Northwest Mini Bike National a year. We just finished it. We got to have a little fun with it. And it was honestly a blast. And as you guys can see, if you're watching this live, I have my 2 mugs. I won 2 classes. I had to work my butt off for them, so I'm kind of proud of them. Because, yeah, definitely didn't come easy. And
That's what she said.
2 ladies decided to try to distract me in my stock 50 race and make me crash. Come around a corner, and I got one lady mooning me and another one flashing me. You know how hard it is to try to stay third gear tapped on a stock 50 when that's going on? It's everything you can do not to get head wobble if you're concentrating. Yeah, I about died. So, anyways, Moto Monday 103. Pretty chill.
Yep.
We'll have some fun with the after show. Maybe eat some more hot jerky, Joe.
Sure.
All right.
Reese is here.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys for watching episode 103. Had a couple call-ins, had some fun. Thank you, Joe, for always being here, always helping, and thank you for sponsoring the Mini Bike National.
Yep.
One day I'll get you to race it, but for now I will settle for you just doing the GP with us.
Sounds good.
All right, sweet. Thanks, guys, for watching or listening.
Peace out.
We'll be back for the after show in just a moment, and of course back next week for episode 104.